On October 7, 1952, Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin was born in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. He was the youngest of 3 children of Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin and Maria Ivanovna Putin. Putin grew up in a modest family. His father was a retired military officer, and his mother worked in a factory. They lived in one of the poor neighborhoods of the city. Putin's grandfather was a personal chef for Lenin and Stalin. Whenever young Putin played with his friends, he would say to himself, "When I grow up, I want to be the strongest." From an early age, he was passionate about judo, horseback riding, and swimming. He pursued them with discipline and dedication. He followed these sports seriously until his teenage years. He even won championships in competitions. At the age of 18, he earned a black belt in judo. Later, he received an honorary doctorate in judo from a South Korean university. On September 1st, 1960, Putin started his education at Baskov Lane School near his home. After the 8th grade, he attended a specialized high school focused on chemistry. This school was supported by a technical institute. He graduated from there in 1970. He continued his studies at Leningrad State University, majoring in law. During his university years, he studied German. He often told his friends in the library that he wanted to become an agent for the Soviet intelligence agency. His thesis was titled, "The Principle of Trade in International Law." In 1975, after graduating in law from Leningrad University, he achieved his dream. He packed his belongings and joined the Soviet intelligence agency, the KGB. Putin worked in East Germany. There, he not only mastered the German language, but also honed his skills. During his service, he was promoted to lieutenant and senior assistant to the head of the department. In 1989, he was awarded a bronze medal in East Germany. The medal was for faithful service to the National People's Army. After returning to Leningrad from Germany in 1990, Putin became the assistant to the rector of Leningrad State University. He was responsible for international relations. In 1996, Putin and his family moved to Moscow. There, his political career began. He briefly served as the head of the Federal Security Service, FSB. He also served as secretary of the Security Council. In August 1999, he was appointed as prime minister. He entered politics and held key positions in St. Petersburg. He was responsible for managing the government's foreign assets. He oversaw the transfer of the former Soviet and Communist Party properties to the Russian Federation. In the late 1990s, Putin moved to Moscow. He quickly advanced within the political structure. In 1999, following Boris Yeltsin's resignation, he became the acting president of Russia. In his first speech, he declared with determination, "We will make Russia strong again. Our goals are very clear. We want a high standard of living and a safe, free, and comfortable life for our country." In the following decades, Putin led Russia toward economic and military reconstruction. He worked to secure the country's position on the global stage. During Putin's first presidential term, Russia's economy grew for 8 consecutive years. The GDP, measured by purchasing power parity, increased by 72%. Real incomes grew 2.5 times. Wages more than tripled. Unemployment and poverty were reduced by more than half. The overall satisfaction of Russians with their lives significantly increased. During his tenure from 2001 to 2007, Russia's economy grew. The victory of the United Russia Party in the December 2007 elections was seen by many as a strong endorsement of Putin's leadership and policies. Putin is married and has 2 daughters. Although he rarely speaks about his personal life, family plays an important role in his life. During his 8 years in office, Russia experienced significant growth in industry, production, construction, real incomes, credit, and the middle class. Today, Vladimir Putin is recognized as one of the most influential leaders in the world. As he reflects on his childhood, he gazes out the window of his room at Red Square. He says to himself, "I live for Russia, history will judge, and power belongs to those who fight for it."